Once upon a time, there was a girl. She was the youngest of many siblings, all stamped out under the same tired family name like copies no one bothered to proofread. By the time she arrived, her mother's sharp tongue, the one that could slice skin clean off bone, had dulled, not because she'd grown kinder, but because she'd grown exhausted. Rage takes energy, control takes effort, and by then, Mother had already spent her best cruelty on the older kids. They remembered it well. They remembered being micromanaged, scolded, corrected, carved into shape with words that left scars no one ever apologized for. And then, here came her, the late edition, the afterthought baby getting honey instead of knives, softer words, fewer rules, the kind of mother they never knew. They hated her for it. Oh, they played family just fine. Holidays, phone calls, the polite theater of blood ties. But resentment is patient. It sits quietly, rotting beneath the surface, waiting for time to do its work. And the girl felt it. Kids always do, even when no one admits it out loud. Loneliness became her shadow. So she did what lonely girls do. She escaped music loud enough to drown out the silence. Rock shows in dark clubs where no one knew her history or her place in the family hierarchy, where she could be anyone, where the bass vibrated through her chest and made her feel real. She loved musicians, or the idea of them. In high school, she lied, said she'd hooked up with this rocker, that one. It wasn't sex she wanted. It was admiration, approval, someone, anyone thinking she mattered. A good lie can feel like love if you hold it long enough. By the time she was older, 19, blooming into her early 20s, those lies felt juvenile. On one particular night, she wasn't pretending. She was actually there, in the club, laughing free. The insecure girl, desperate to be cool, had taken the night off. That's when she met the boy. The boy thought he was hot shit, the kind who mistakes confidence for character and cocaine for a personality, a self-proclaimed ladies' man who came on strong because he always did. And the girl, sweet, inexperienced, starving for affection, fell mass too fast. A few months later, she was pregnant. That's when she learned the boy was only 17. She'd assumed he was at least 18. After all, you had to be to get into that club. Turns out rules are suggestions when you're charming and nobody checks too hard. She was humiliated, terrified, and pregnant. The boy, meanwhile, was a full-blown disaster, a drunk, a serial cheater, snorting lines like rent was due on his nostrils. Responsibility repelled him, commitment terrified him. He chased women the way some men chase oxygen. Her father stepped in, furious and old-fashioned. You got her pregnant, you marry her, end of discussion. Shotgun logic, man up, do the right thing. The boy agreed, not out of love, but fear of authority, fear of consequence, fear of not being allowed to run anymore. The wedding was planned. And then because of course it all went to hell. The night before, the boy disappeared, stayed at another girl's house, drank himself stupid, got high. When morning came, he wasn't dressed for a wedding, he was drunk, sloppy, reeking of someone else's perfume. Megan, the universe seemed to roll its eyes. On the way to the ceremony, he got pulled over. DUI. Jail. The girl knew she wasn't stupid. She'd always known who he was still. Knowing doesn't stop the hurt, it just makes it heavier. Her father, enraged but stubborn, paid the bond, dragged the boy out. The wedding went on. She stood there pregnant, humiliated, unloved, saying vows that tasted like ash. Marriage didn't fix anything, it never does. The boy became a mean drunk, angry, absent, faithful only to his addictions and his appetites. Always gone, always someone else's bed. And the girl, she asked the question she'd been asking her whole life. Why didn't anyone love her? Why didn't it matter when she was hurt? So her child's heart like a dragon hoarding treasure. She would get her everything: safety, warmth, devotion. They would love each other, because sometimes when the world fails you repeatedly, and I don't stop believing in love, you just decide to build it yourself from scratch. From wreckage. From pain. And you swear you'll do it better.